EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Why does the game look like that?
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, here's Ken Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49. Walker now at 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Gino. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hold on. Check. All right.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here, the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that will draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to outrun St. Brown. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out there to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. Geno now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll take this down to the 26. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Now Geno on first down. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing on third. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Smith on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff steps away. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 36 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. It's caught inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On first down, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Throwing again is Goff. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
To throw is Goff. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on second down is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, here's Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Smith looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
Seahawks 33. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Goff going to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
76, help, 76.
Goff now to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith to throw. And Complete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Good game, bro. Good game.
This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
At the 37-yard line.
Prescott now. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker, 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
1st and goal from the 6. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Cooks. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's a gain of 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some inroads.
What up? Who's tuned in? It's my first time using the Cowboys. It's not going so well so far, but we ain't never out of it. Drop something in the chat if you're tuned in.
Play action. It's Jackson.
How fast did he run? What?
Gets into midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Middle. Hey, move.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd down and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K.